Hello, welcome to Flower Joos. My name's John McDonald, and today we're going to make a little bit of a statement arrangement. And the reason that we're wanting to do this is we've got this beautiful piece of driftwood. Now, this was a piece of driftwood that used to be on a stand, but the stand has rotted and it's just getting better as it gets older. But I also wanted to incorporate it with this little stand here. So this is the type of stand that you might use in a shop for retail for displaying flowers, or you might want to use it for event work, for going in the middle of a table. But it's just a light metal framed stand, but with one end. So what I thought was we could combine the two. So really I want to use this stand down flat, and then we're looking at our bit of wood, and I would like it to go into this so that we really use the stand to help showcase this. So this is how I imagine this to be, is this type of idea. So we're getting a nice bit of depth, we're really seeing our bit of wood, but we've also got this contrast between the old and the new with this kind of very geometric sign or shape. So what I need to do is I need to put a little bit of foam. So what I've got is I've got a little bit of, and this is a bio Oasis, which means that it's basically biodegradable to 50% within a year. So I've put that into like a little dish, and I want to put a little dish here. So I don't want to use a big amount of foam, and the reason that I don't want to use a big amount is that the more you use, the harder it becomes to actually hide that foam, and then you're more likely to end up with an arrangement that can be quite clumsy actually. So for this little dish, I'm using some of the sticky tape, sticky Oasis Fix, just to hold that on, but I'm also going to tape this on. So we're just going to catch the frame underneath and go round and then back on itself. So basically this is secured nice and tight in a couple of ways. So that gives us a lot of security on that placement that's there. Now this little bottom placement we can just have sitting, doesn't really matter so much. So we've got our base sorted, and what I love about this wood is what we've really got here is we've got a lot of space. So we've got basically like a negative space, and we don't want to hide that. So we're going to keep our arrangements quite simple. We don't want to hide the wood, we don't want to lose the space. So for our flowers then, I've got some nice palm leaves, and we're just going to use our palm just to set a base for our flowers. So straight away, this is quite a nice effect that we're getting with our palm. Now you can sculpt your palm, you can fold it, you can do different things with it. We're not going to do that here. We're going to just keep this quite natural, and maybe just doubling it up actually is just strengthening the effect of that. And I've also got these beautiful anthurium leaves. Now these anthurium leaves have just got such a nice shape, and it would be a shame to put them in such a way that we lose that. So I'm just also going to use them in such a way that we get a little bit of that line going through our design. So far we've only used 6 leaves, but we've got something quite dramatic. And this is actually a little bit of a gladioli. And I just wanted to use that really to give me a bit of a line so that we can have like a connection. But this would be great for steel grass, or, you know, it doesn't really matter. You can use whatever materials you've got, but just bringing that line down is giving us a little bit of a connection. Now, I couldn't resist these. These are a little bit old, so, you know, we'll go with the flow. But these alliums are just absolutely fantastic. So what I want to do is just work these in. And again, we can use these to create the space, or to work with the space. And we're just going to work that line Now, we can bring this in. So we're really making this very three-dimensional. And actually up the top here, we can go quite high. So we're getting this line, but we're also going up as well. Now, I do have one more palm, and we're just going to put that to the back. And now we're looking for our flowers. So I've got these beautiful pinhead cushions. This is the nuttan, which is a South African flower. Now, I don't have a lot of these, but they're not a cheap flower as such, so we're going to put them in such a way that we really see them and we really get the use of them. And same with this other one. So we're creating two little groupings really with our nuttans. So we've got this line, we've got our foliage as base, we've got our line with our alliums, we've got two little groupings that match each other with our nuttans. And then really our flowers, I've got these wonderful little cymbidiums. And really what we're going to do with this is we're going to break this down and use that to base the arrangement. So let's just come in. So like here, we can put that in underneath and just bring that down. So because I've got the two stems, I want to break it down and put it into both ends or both placements. I think it would look a little odd if we've got one in one and one in the other. So this is the great thing with these mini cymbidiums, is they're good value because they last, but also good value in the sense that you can split them down and really use them. So I quite like it when they're sneaked in between the leaves. I can even put one down into there as well. Now I'm thinking about it, I'm not keen on my gladioli leaf, so we're going to take that one out. But we can just bring over the palm just to work that. So there we go. We've got a really simple design. Works side on, it works on a diagonal as well. And we've created something that's a little bit of a kind of showstopper or a little bit of a statement piece. So I hope you've enjoyed watching today's video. It just shows that if you look at materials, you can maybe combine 2 or 3 things together to create something that's a bit different. So this contrast between something old, something quite modern, and this feeling of space is really what makes this arrangement successful and dynamic. Hope you've enjoyed watching today, and if you'd like to click here, then you can subscribe to all our videos that are coming up. And if you tap that bell, you'll get notified as well. So thank you for watching, and we hope to see you soon.